Welcome to a high intensity resistance training session, but today's session we're going to focus mostly on strength. That means we have 10 exercises. For the 10 exercises, 8 of them is going to be a strength exercise and 2 of them is going to be a pulse focused exercise. So of course in the strength exercise we're still elevating our pulse if we work hard enough with our dumbbells and doing the movement with the best possible quality, but else we are just going to do a pulse exercise on exercise number 4 and exercise number 8 in this round. Today you're going to bring an exercise mat, good shoes and some dumbbells, and of course it could be good for you to bring some water. The work frame is going to be 45 seconds on and 15 seconds to get ready for the next exercise. In the rest period I will show you the next exercise. I have my timer here and I'm going to guide you all the way through step by step. We're going to do the first 10 exercises. That's going to be approximately 10 minutes of work, and then we're going to have a short break and move on to round number 2 and number 3, starting with a warm-up, finishing off with a stretch. So this session is going to be a full body workout and it's going to take approximately 40 minutes. So go and get your equipment and let's hit it with the warm-up, and of course let me help you all the way to an even better you with a good boosting metabolism and getting strong and lean. So let's go and do this. So hair is up, pants is up, and our core is nice and tight. So let's start with the stepping out to the side. So pushing forward and back again. So make sure you have a little bit of space around you. And using your arms to elevate our heart rate, and of course to get some movement in between our shoulder blades. Get a nice stretch in our chest area, and let's ourselves getting ready to do the workout. So stepping out to the side, stepping to and back to opposite side, and inhaling and exhaling. So make sure your chin is in, your chest is up, nice engaged core area, and stepping from one side to the opposite. Final round here, and bring a knee up. So knee up, but keep the good nice position in your lower back with some extension, so not rounding, turning it into a flexion. So arms are coming up and knees are moving up as well. Open up in your hips and leaning a bit more from side to side, which makes it better if you have a little extra focus on engaging your pelvic floor. Let's go 4 on left, 4, 3, 2, opposite, 4, 3, 2, again with 4, engaging balance on the opposite leg, up, 2, and single back, single here, hands above shoulder level, and we are reaching up, opposite leg, opposite arm, inhaling, and yes, you know it, exhaling as well. Pushing arms forward and bring your heels back and bending your knees, reaching forward and back. So pushing and pulling, warming up your knees. Bring that heel up, getting into a little bit more of a close pack position, and we're gonna swing our arms, both feet down, lifting up on toes, up we go. Reaching, get some warming up in our body, smoothing our joints, and if you feel a little bit stiff, I promise you will feel less stiff at the end of this session. And you can always combine those workouts with some foam rolling and some connecting tissue sessions, which you can of course find here on my channel. Hands and thighs, squatting down and up we go. Make sure you get even weight in both your legs. Chin is in, pushing your buttocks back and on the way up, squeezing your glutes without pushing your hip forward. So back we go, squeezing. Make your glutes work. So reaching forward with arms, squeezing back, reaching, pulling back. But do some extension in your lower back, but don't all the way do the high back extension. Reaching for another 4 and 3, 2, and stay up. Put straight arms up, chin is in, all the way down, flexing in your spine. Say hello to your feet and to your hamstring muscle, leaning back Engaging, chin is in, rolling all the way up, straight arms up. Here we go. Inhale, go down again. Engage your core, heels, weight on heels, and reaching up again. Get that breathing work in. 2 more. Slowly down. Get a nice stretch on your full back of your body. Reaching up. Squeezing and all the way down again. And we are more than ready. Reaching back. A little bit of an opening here. So you've got your dumbbells, you got your exercise mat. I got my stuff and we are ready to hit it with the 45 seconds. So we're gonna push it from one exercise to the next one, and when the 10 minutes are done, we have a little bit of a water break, and then we're gonna go with round number 2 and number 3. So the first round, you're gonna be a little bit more focused on what's gonna happen, and then on round number 2 and 3, you can put some more energy into the exercises, now knowing what to do. The first exercise we're gonna bring are dumbbells. So we're gonna bring them up here. We're gonna start with a shoulder press up, but we're gonna push it up here, and then we're gonna slowly move up, arms down. If this is too much, it requires some shoulder stability, you can just go with an ordinary shoulder press up, and you can go single arm as well, but I will be back for that. So time is gonna go on here. You have a wish to get the bib back, so this is what you get. And good distance between your feet, squeezing your glutes and your thighs a bit. 3, 2, and lifting up and slowly down again. So hands coming up in here, engaging, and you can go, as mentioned before, up and slowly down again for ordinary shoulder press up. So always a good exercise as well, but the body loves to do some variation. And as we are straightening arms down, we need to engage a bit more with our core. Inhaling, reaching up, slowly down. Chin is in. Keep that shoulder stability, shoulders back, and up we go and bring it back. Now we're gonna put our dumbbells up on top. We're gonna do some plie squat. So toes are pointing out to the side, pushing our buttocks back, bouncing a bit, and up for a nice squeeze. Looking like and feeling like a ballerina. So pushing it down, bouncing once, twice, up we go, squeezing slowly down. Bounce, bounce to get the depth of the movement. So down as far as possible and squeezing, and get a nice grip also in your inner thighs. Relaxing in your upper body. Bouncing, bring it up. Chin is in, squeezing both in glutes, thighs, inner thighs. Toes out and bring it up. One more. Yes. We're gonna go down on one knee. So we're gonna stay here. We're gonna do a triceps kickback. I'm just gonna move to the side here. So leaning forward, one full here, and bring it back. So bring it back and up again. So for the first, keep on going. First of all, you're leaning forward and you're doing the bending, your flexion and extension in your elbows. So the first round, we're gonna go with right leg in front. Second round, we're gonna go with left leg in front. And our third and final round, we're gonna alternative halfway. So pushing it back, squeezing, make sure you get that kick. If it's uncomfortable for you to be on your knees, you can of course come up here and do the triceps kickback. Again, it's good to do some body variation when we do the workouts. So most important, flexion and extension in our arms. Yes. Dumbbells out to the side. We have now reached our fourth exercise, which is going to be a pulse exercise. We're going to go high knees around the world, coming back to center, opposite direction. So start by turning to your right, up with those knees, pushing yourself, and in center you're gonna go for the opposite round. So This is 1 out of 2 pulse exercises in the 10 exercises. So you should be pushing yourself, forcing that heart rate to elevate and get short of breath. So a good thing about doing the turning, that's for the position of our eyes, just to trigger that part as well. So inhaling, using our arms, pushing it all the way through. And bring it up. Dumbbells back again. So be effective on your breathing. So we're gonna do a upright row, turning it around and do a biceps curl down. So shoulders are back. So inhale, up, turn your arms down into a biceps position, slowly down again, and back we go. Shoulder open, slowly down, engaging core. Arms in, turn your thumb out to the side, slowly down again. Up we go, arms in, and lowering back down. So a good, nice upper body exercise here. We're gonna do some ab work when we're done with this one. So maybe you're still affected a bit on your breathing. That's great, then you push yourself to the most. Yep, so we're gonna just bring 1 dumbbell. We're gonna do some ab work. So keep the dumbbell in your bra or close to your chest if you are a man not wearing a bra. So up we go, slowly down again. So reaching up, down again. Chin is in. And as we're reaching up, we're gonna pull our knees in and resting our dumbbell. So our hands are not carrying the dumbbell, our chest is carrying the dumbbell. So keep it in close packed here. And keep a slight position in your knees, pushing that lower back down. 20 seconds. Lower back down, reaching up knees. Close packed feet. Chin is in. Bring it up. Yes. Up for a standing position. Both dumbbells. And we are gonna go with arms out to the side. We're gonna pull up rows, just like you're pulling a pan, your pants up. So out to the side with the dumbbells. Bring it up, connecting between your shoulder blades, the back of your body, front, and bring it up. So dumbbells are sort of like just in center of your knees and thumbs are pointing out. Bending a bit in your knees, pushing your butt back, reaching out front. Inhaling, exhaling. And make sure your right and your left arm are working similar. 10 seconds. Inhaling. And dumbbells to the side, because now we're gonna do our 8th exercise, which is gonna be a pulse exercise, which is gonna be burpee. So jumping up, stepping out into a squat, jumping up again. 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up. Sometimes I meet people who don't fancy hanging their head down. Then you can always go with some jogging on the spot, some boxing, or maybe your favorite dance move. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you promise yourself that you get affected on your breathing. We have 2 more exercises when this one is done. And then we have a break. So pushing it, inhaling and exhaling. We have some glute work and we have some ab work. Lift. Good distance between your feet. Make sure you connect with your core as you're jumping out to the plank position. Bring it in, bring it up, and out again. You're gonna bring both your dumbbells and you're gonna lie down. Whoopty. Dumbbells on top here. And we're gonna lift it up, slowly down. Up we go. Alternative between right and left leg. So reaching up, slowly down. Make sure you feel it in your glute. on the leg left on the ground. If this is some kind of not working for you, you can always go with both feet down and do the glute bridge from here. So make sure that when you're lying down, you have a little distance between your lower back and the exercise mat. Coming up, pulling it up, and down again. Relaxing your upper body. Reaching for the ceiling. Yes, you gotta bring one dumbbell. Sitting up, leaning back. As we lean back, we engage our core. Toes are pointing out to the side, and we're gonna do a scissor ab. So arms in front. We are not trying to stay up in a straight position with our lower back. We are doing a little bit of a flexion, engaging our core, pulling our hip and rib cage towards each other, pushing that belly button in. Up here we go with shoulders down, toes out to the side, and scissor over. You can always drop the dumbbell, and you can do the same movement here, but still keep that flexion in your lower back, because as we're doing the flexion, you are connecting even more with your ab muscle. So squeezing here, making this exercise number 10 for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this was the 10th exercise, get water. And we're getting slowly ready to hit round number 2. Now you know the exercises, so that's gonna be a little bit more easier to processing. So cheers, out to the side. And the first exercise is going to be the shoulder press up and the lowering down, or maybe the shoulder press straight up and down again. So I don't want you to hurt your shoulder joint. So you need the stability to do the movement. So it's all depending on where you are on your fitness level. Starting here with a countdown, dumbbells up, engage your core slightly, nicely, legs, and bring it up, slowly down. Inhale, coming up, and straight position down. Make sure your chin is in, so no pushing forward with your chin. That's especially a hard thing to do when you're lowering your dumbbells. Squeezing, bring it up. A little bit of a squeeze in your glutes, just make you a good position here. Lowering down, you deciding the speed of the movement. Final one, yes. Shoulders, dumbbells on shoulders, in for that plie. So toes and knees same direction, uplifted upper body, and let's go. Bouncing up, squeezing up. So do that squeezing. Keep it on. Whoopsie. Buttocks back, bouncing, bouncing. Up we go. Squeeze our thighs, squeeze our glutes, and of course our pelvic floor. A little bit more firing from our inner thigh, opening up here. Squeeze. Oops, I forgot the bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Chin is in. Relaxing your arms, you're just gonna hold on to the dumbbells. Chin is in. Yep. Before we were on our knee, we had our right leg in front. Now we got an alternative to the left knee, or you're gonna be standing up, doing the kickback. So a good, nice position. Chest is up, leaning forward. Bring it back. So we are gonna isolate our lower body. So we're not gonna do any helping from our lower body, but it makes it a little bit more challenging to do it from standing here. Chest is up. Pushing it back forward again. Inhale, make sure you get that extension and flexion in your elbows. Woo. Yeps. Exercise 4, high knees around the wall, one way and back again. 4 seconds, chin is coming in and let's go, one way. Some people get actually very easily dizzy, and that's again because we don't always challenge our sight. So turn around, or you could go here, up, but still try to do the turnaround. You don't know how important it is to have that sight. Maybe you try to stand on your one leg and do the balance and see the difference. We use our sight a lot in walking and movement, and it's good sometimes to do the exercises with a bit of an effort of turning around. Yes, dumbbells for upright. Woo, my dumbbells is over here, all getting dizzy. So upright row to curl down. Up we go and curl down. Up and turn around slowly down into center. Chest is up all the way through. Up we go, turn around, slowly down. Inhale and exhale. All the way down. Into center. Lowering down. 3 seconds, and let's go with the sit up, one dumbbell close packed to our chest. So do remember that part where we push our lower back down towards the exercise mat. Chin is in. So no space between chest and dumbbell. Lower back down, up we go. Engage with your core and of course your pelvic floor as we're lifting up and pushing everything downwards. So get that nice tightness. Do remember our core is back muscle, our ab muscle, and the bottom of it all, our pelvic floor. So lifting with your abs. Yes, both dumbbells for the pull-up row here. So up we go, and I love that part where you feel that you get all the way through the range of motion in your row. So bring it up, slowly down. Inhale, exhale. So a good, nice, tight feel on the back of your body. So we're reaching up a bit here, but no excessive movement in our lower back. So as we're pulling back, just continue. As we're pulling back, feel that nice engagement here, forming that V body in your upper body. So bring it back. Yeps. Ready for the burpee. Let me remind you, only 2 pulse exercises in this one. So let's go with the jumping up, jumping out, and in straight position. So feet, a good distance between your feet. Make sure as you're out here, go down into the squat, pushing out, no slacking and hanging here, and no push up, because we have a lot of upper body exercises in this session and we want to go with the fast pace up and down. And sometimes I see people do the push up and they need to go down and it takes all the time and have to go up again and back here again. So it's This one we want to go with no push-up. So bring it out and keep this tempo. Yes, both dumbbells for the glute bridge. Single leg up, or do the one with the both legs down. So all about feeling it the most. Chin is in. So no hyperextension in your neck as you lift your leg up. Reaching slowly down. Bring it up, bring it down. Squeeze your glute. And of course your pelvic floor. Oops, get out of all this jungle of dumbbells for the sitting. So flexion in your lower back, scissor abs, shoulders down, dumbbell up, toes out to the side. You can always go with a little bit less straight position in your legs, and you can of course, I want you to do the best possible quality. So if this makes you feel your ab area, then you're just gonna do this instead. Leaning back. So this is our exercise number 10, which means in 20 seconds we have a break and we only have one more round of each of the exercises. Feel the weight, squeeze your abs and connect with your pelvic floor. Shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Yeps. Boom. Here we are. Get some water, and we only have one round left. So with the warm up and the stretching, we are completed at 40 minutes of a workout. I always emphasize that you shouldn't be working out for hours and hours. You only have a certain amount of time. Put it into a short, efficient workout instead. But with that being said, sometimes you are in a certain position of your fitness journey where you can't push yourself that much. Then it could be good, of course, still keep it in a not that long time frame. But then you can always combine it with some foam rolling or connecting tissue stretching, or maybe a little bit of a glute finisher, doing a little bit of a extra little session afterwards. But don't do too much, more is less. So important for you to put all the energy in a certain time frame. So, and it's always easier to get yourself up from that sofa when you know that you're not gonna work out for hours and hours. So your body, your joint, everything just like you to keep it short and hard. I'm telling you, been there, done that, doing workouts for hours and hours, and it only left me very, very hungry and angry and not very fit. So let's go for a final round. Shoulder press up and slowly back down again. So reaching up, down we go, bring it back up. And engage your lower body. Final round on every single of the 10 exercises. Put all the energy in. You only have a stretch left. So if you feel easy peasy, I could go on for hours and hours. Then you want to go and get some heavier dumbbells. So pushing it up. Squeezing. Shoulders back. 10 more seconds. A final countdown here. Exercise 1 is completed. And in for the plie squat. So toes are out, heels close packed. And bring dumbbells up on shoulders, relaxing your upper body. We're gonna do the triceps kickback in a few seconds. So down we go, bouncing, squeezing, nice, good tight in your inner thigh. Stay up with your chest. Squeezing up. So those glutes are kind of lazy. They're not gonna do the movement if they can avoid doing it. So you wanna push it down here and you wanna move it up and you wanna do that final squeeze in your glutes as well as your pelvic floor. 10 more seconds, final one for this one. Relaxing your upper body. And let's go for the kickback. The first 20 seconds, we're gonna have our right leg in front. Then you're just gonna lower your dumbbells down with 5 seconds, and we're gonna do the final 10, 20 seconds on the left leg. Pushing it back, so chin is in. So bring your chest up, look down, get a nice position. 3, 2, and alternative 2. Opposite leg, final 20 seconds. Yes, I like this. Even on one leg and on opposite leg. Pulling it back, feel your triceps, the back of your arms. So every time you get that straight position, you feel it in your arms. Yes. So up we go for high knees around the world. Very cheap way and very climber friendly trip around the world. 2 and 1. Back to center. Knees up and opposite way using your arms. Keep that chin in. So this is our exercise number 4. Then you know how far we are before completed. If you're pushing yourself, this is nice to know knowledge. If not, and you feel like you could go on forever and ever, you don't waste that much time thinking about how much time is left. Yes. And the upright roll to the curl down. So with completing of this one, we are halfway. Affected on your breathing, I hope. Shoulders back. Arms in. Curl down. In we go for the biceps curl. Keep your chest up. And inhale. I know you can do it because you know this is a final round. It's the final countdown. Will save you from me singing. 10 more seconds. Yes. To sit up with the dumbbell. So pushing lower back down, chin is in. So get that pushing down, and do remember the dumbbells is resting against our chest. So no bringing up here. Let it be your upper body lifting your dumbbell, not your arms. Try the difference, you will notice. And if this is way too much, you could go with ordinary sit-up. Sometimes, of course, we're pushing ourselves hard. The third and final round could be a little bit of a challenge. It should, of course, be a challenge all the way through. Pushing it up, bring it down. Yes. Both dumbbells for the pull-up row. Good distance between your feet. Shoulders are back. And let's go. Bring it up. Pushing that navel bottom towards your spine. Make sure that your dumbbell is not forcing your wrist down. Make sure that you pull your fingers towards your arm. Relaxing in your wrist. Squeezing up, chin is in. Final round, no gorilla arms. Yes. For the burpees, final pulse exercise. Let's hit it. Let's get short of breath. Let me be able to hear you pounding your chest. Your heart is pounding in your chest. Bring it up. Inhale. Stepping out, squeezing, and keep that engagement in your core. No slacking. Keep the tempo and keep it on for just 25 seconds, and then you completed your final pulse exercise. And you know there was only 2, so pushing it, pushing it, pushing. I know you can do it. I see you and I hear you, and we only have 2 exercises left and only 10 seconds from here. Bring it up, out to the side, and bring it up. Yep, lying down. Always good to lie down right after a burpee. And single leg glute bridge. And shoulders are down and chin is in. Up we go, squeezing. Final round, and we have the ab exercise left. And then we do some stretching. So we do know that stretching is not actually preventing us from being sore the next day, but it's preventing us from getting tight and stiff in our body. So always good to do a bit of stretching after a workout. Also after a run out of the forest, out of the road. Running is actually a hard way of movement, so you need to be stretching, or else you're just gonna injure yourself over time. Maybe not the first 10 times, but then believe me, you do know, the ones who've been here for a while do know I work as a physiotherapist and also see those kind of injuries. And it's kind of sad, because then you need to change your way of moving. If you could have avoided injuries just by doing some bit of a stretching. Shoulders are down, keep that. So from the opposite, the other ab exercise we had where there was resting towards our chest, now we're gonna keep it away from our chest here. Lifting arms up, shoulder stability and core work and ab work and inner thigh for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2, and yes, you did it. So you might want to grab a little bit of water, and then you want to join me for some stretching. You can always do both. So straighten out your left leg, right leg on top, arms, opposite arm around you, and give yourself a good, nice hug. And please remind yourself of all the good things you did. It doesn't matter if you couldn't complete all 3 rounds with the full amount of seconds. It doesn't matter, as long as you just feel like you have a progression going on. So getting a little bit better and better. And actually I have a lot of time people asking me, but will it ever be easy? No, I'm sorry to say, it will never be easy, because you need to push yourself hard to get something out of it. And as we're aging, we do know that we have a little bit of a fight against time, so we need to push it even harder to stay on the top. And opposite leg. So within that time frame, what happens is that you get maybe a little bit more of what you say, you can better have an overview over the exercises. It gets easier for you to do the movements, and that of course releases some energy to do the movement. But else, over time, when you get better, you just move your knees higher, you just do the movement faster. And from completing a session today as from 10 years ago or maybe 15, I still find it very hard when I do these workouts. But then again, I don't work out for hours and hours. I work out maximum for an hour, that being HIIT or high intensity resistance training, or just doing some, not just, but doing some strength training. I never go over 1 hour. Reaching out here and hands on in front of us and pulling fingers towards yourself, leaning back, get a nice stretch in your arms. You are of course most welcome to put a comment, and you can suggest what kind of session you would like. I will consider it, all depending on if it's something I find interesting, of course. And also it's great to know where you're working out, from where you are, what country you're working out. And it's always great to communicate with you out there in the big world. Or for standing position, pushing hip forward, maybe challenge your balance, not supporting anything. Nice easy elbow joint. So get that nice stretch over hip and knee area. And you can always go and have a look at some of the other session here. I usually upload on Saturdays, and that makes you get a workout for the weekends you can do right there at home. But have a look. I have all different kind of challenge here on my channel, so lots of these different workouts to choose between. And easing up here. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you back, and hit the subscribe button, give it a like. It means a lot for a channel to grow and to feel that you would like these sessions, so I can still go on and doing all the different workouts for you to do anywhere out there in the world. So until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.